Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zymax, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be at about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Weird Wednesday. How's it going, Jamie?
It's going.
It's going. I was going to cover some of the SpaceX launch today, and then it was like, it's going. No, it's not.
They're getting ready to fuel it up, and I was getting the goosebumps, and it was a bummer.
Yep. Yeah, like I was texting you earlier today. It was just pouring rain here like most of the day. It's been raining for the last 2 days, actually. And, geez, why does everything want to upgrade right when I start a broadcast? It's like planned.
Never fails.
Yeah. Got a bunch of people in the chat room chatting away. How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah, we've got the hot weather over here on our side, and then the rain over on your side.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling Jamie earlier, right before we came on, my internet's been acting stupid tonight. All afternoon's been going on and off. So, just a warning. I'm hardwired in right now, so hopefully that fixes it. If not, well, you'll obviously know if the show just goes and freezes or just goes black. That's what happened. Jason's got his basement issues going. He changed things around a little bit, and doesn't matter how far apart we are, we all have our issues.
Yeah, we do. Though we will probably be back Sunday. Looks good. He's going to put out details tomorrow, I think.
Yep, Aaron, I was looking forward to the rocket launch myself.
Me too. They were all excited in there, like watching them, just sitting there thinking, like, what could be going through their heads right now?
Yep.
Can you imagine, though, the anticipation? Like, you're about to go, you're sitting, you're strapped in, they're, counting you down. You're like T-minus like 23. And then they're like ready to put the fuel in, and they're like, oh, no, gotta scrub it.
Yep.
till Saturday. Like, oh man, like how do you sleep for the next 2 days?
Exactly. Speaking of Mr. Musk, Mr. Tesla, Mr. Starlink, Mr. SpaceX, God, dude's got his hand in all kinds of things. And he smokes weed with Joe Rogan. Yeah, there, I was gonna I'm looking for the thing here. It was kind of interesting, because he's been shut down out in California. Well, he was shut down. He reopened again against the wishes of the higher ups. But I thought it was interesting because I'll read you the article here about Elon Musk. St. Johns County leaders are wooing Elon Musk and Tesla to relocate to San Augustine, Florida, the first coast. I know a bunch of people are probably vying for it. I just thought it was funny that the city I live in here is trying to get them to come here. But the Tesla CEO tweeted earlier this month that the company would relocate to Texas or Nevada after what he called ignorant actions contrary to the governor of California, the president, our constitutional freedoms, and just plain common sense, in ordering Tesla's Alameda County facilities to remain closed through at least June 1st. Musk tweeted, Tesla is restarting production today, Monday, May 11th, against Alameda County rules. I'll be on the line with everybody else. If anyone's arrested, I ask that it only be me. So now St. Johns County leaders are inviting Musk and Tesla to consider relocating here. County spokesman Michael Ryan told First Coast News that the details of the offer are still under development. He said the county has some of the big picture things that Tesla would need, such as access to interstates, railroad lines, and open land, which our open land here is considerably not what it used to be. Tesla is hereby respectfully and enthusiastically invited to consider St. Johns County, Florida, as a potential destination and the relocation of its headquarters or any future programs. A resolution passed by the county commission Tuesday morning. So, I thought it was interesting.
He would be coming from my county over into your town.
Yeah, exactly. But I can see his frustration being in California because there's being in the surfboard industry forever. A lot of the foam company, like Clark Foam was the original foam company, and Grubby Clark was the guy that owned it. He finally just got fed up and was just like, I'm done. And he packed it up. And then several other companies opened up, and they've been really struggling to, make a product. And two of the biggest ones are located in California. And Tesla's the only car manufacturer in California. And they're expensive ass cars. They are pretty cool. But I can see it
on the trucks or whatever those are.
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting. I popped open the news the other day, and I think the article here in the paper was like, who wants Elon Musk for a neighbor? And I agree with some of the stuff he does, and some of it I definitely don't agree with.
Yeah. You got to respect the guy, though.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty much does everything his way, his own way, and I don't know, I don't know how he got all this money, but he apparently has a shitload of it.
And what's shitty is, he's been the guy works nonstop. Like they were talking about how many hours he actually sleeps. Not many. After all the crap with the cars blowing up and all that, he had to sit there and work these obscene hours, just trying to keep everything afloat. So imagine working so damn hard, and then this stuff happens. You got that foot on your head, and then everybody gives him hell. He wants to go back to work because he, is a fighter. He needs to, they're like, oh well, he just had a baby, and being stuck at home with the baby's getting to him, so that's the only reason he's in such a hurry to open up shop again.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just he wants to work. Like, let the man work.
And he wants his employees to be able to work. You know?
Yeah.
And he's fully, he says he'll take the full brunt of anything, if they do come try to arrest him or shut him down or whatever.
He's a hard worker. He's a very intelligent person. I don't agree with everything, but
yeah, like that thing we had on Paranormal Soup 2 weeks ago that Jason was talking about, when he was saying he wants within the next 5 years that people won't even have to talk to each other.
yeah.
I don't know about that, because if most people could read my mind, they probably would never want to talk to me again.
Oh God, I would never. I would be. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
But then you have to think that's the techie in him. Like, that's like somebody who thinks all, like futuristically and stuff like that. Like, that's where their mind's going to go. Not, it's not, I think, a good thing. I freaked out when I heard about them Google hats or something that could walk by and like pick up your thought. I'm like,
Yeah, exactly.
Or glasses that can look into your soul and,
No.
Tinfoil hat all the way.
Yeah. Too many people in the world trying to play God. Some things just need to be left alone, And
just because you can do it doesn't mean you should.
Exactly. Yeah, he's sort of kind of is like the modern day Nikola Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, but like is a whole Starlink thing with all the satellites, that people have been seeing, just big lines. I read something, he has like 7,000 satellites online and gonna be, I don't know, 10 or 20,000 more.
Yeah.
Something like that, it's gonna have the whole globe encompassed with Starlink satellites and
then
all that. I don't know.
They're showing on like line. I started reading like the magnetic field like that goes all over Earth. Like it's like looks like it's starting like either split in half again or they're like something's happening. I don't know, but I started thinking about them satellites. I thought all those satellites up there, could be screwing with all this too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, who knows, what the real intention of them will be. I don't know, Yeah, like Ulrich says, I mean, he's a genius. I think he's a pretty damn smart guy, I don't agree with everything he does or says, but I definitely give him credit for having quite a bit more brain cells than the average Joe,
Just to have the income, just to be able to spit one of them satellites. I mean, that is so much money right there.
And he's got thousands of them.
There. I mean, when you go on the Night Sky app, it shows you Starlink. You see all the Starlink, formations and everything.
I mean, it's crazy. Like I was telling Jamie earlier, I started getting into drones again. I got a little one back there somewhere. But yeah, like the newer ones, you link up to them and all these satellite links start popping up on your little computer screen, and I'm wondering which ones they're going to start connecting to, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just weird when you start putting 2 and 2 together and all this stuff. Crazy.
Can you imagine if they all just dropped at once?
Yeah. Starts raining satellites.
Yeah, raining fire bombs.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to do some of the stuff that's happening in Brazil. Has anybody caught up on any of that?
Oh, only what Jason.
Yeah, I figured I'd let him talk about it this Sunday because I know he's got several things to talk about. But yeah, there's a lot of weird shit been happening in Brazil. And it's kind of coincidental that they're trying to keep everybody out of Brazil right now because they're saying the coronavirus is like, that's the worst place to be right now.
I thought about that.
Yeah. kind of, maybe it's just coincidence or maybe not. But yeah, the story, if anybody's familiar with the story in Brazil, what was it, like 1940? It was before the whole Roswell incident. Brazil had their own UFO thing that happened that was pretty hardcore, pretty intense, and it never really made the mainstream media back then. But you can read about it now, and it's if it's true, holy crap. I mean, they were like blasting people with bright lights and radiation and all kinds of stuff, and they like supposedly evacuated a whole city. Told everybody to leave and not to talk about it.
And the videos Jason are going to show are terrifying. It's like a bad nightmare movie.
Yeah, it's like real life War of the Worlds happening.
Yes.
Yeah, we got back into Ancient Aliens and been watching a bunch of that. And have you seen? I think it's called Above Majestic. Is the name of it?
But it sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. pretty crazy show. If anybody wants to talk about aliens and conspiracy theories and the whole secret society thing, check that thing out. It's on, I think it's on Prime. I think you have to buy it or rent it. It's like $2.99 or something, but it's worth a look at. Pretty intense. Yeah,
Farina, Jason moved his basement around and he's doing good. We're probably going to be back on Sunday.
Yep. He's moved stuff to higher ground. Or as he said, the only dry spot in the basement.
Yeah, the only dry spot in the basement. The basement saga continues.
Yeah. Wow, man, that basement has been steadily kicking his ass for the last 2 years.
2 or 3.
Yeah. And this is after he like sealed it and put a sump pump in and everything else.
Yeah. This is the first one though after that, right?
I think so.
Yeah. They had it drill down and do all sorts of stuff.
So hopefully, yeah. I think hell or high water, he'll be back Sunday.
Might be some crickets though.
Yep.
He always gets the crickets after that.
Exactly. So a couple other weird news stories. This one isn't paranormal by any means, but it is Florida.
I'm sure it's weird.
Yeah. Jamie sent me this one today. Nude man allegedly spent entire day destroying Florida school. Yeah. Florida. I don't know what it is. We definitely have some crazy ass people here. Not to say they're not. Everybody else that lives everywhere else has their own crazy people too. But yeah, Florida definitely has a rash population of them. A naked man broke into a locked Florida high school apparently to trash the building, causing over $100,000 worth of damage during a 22-hour vandalism spree, police said. The mayhem began inside the Miramar High School just before 8 a.m. on Memorial Day, when the man busted in and he spent an entire day wreaking havoc. Identify him and you'll be eligible for a reward up to $3,000. Surveillance footage from inside the public school, which is closed due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, showed the man still in the building at 6 a.m. Tuesday. Police told the Miami Herald. The guy like spent just like, I'm here, I'm just wrecking the place and I'm not in a hurry. I'm just going to take my time and screw up as much stuff as I can. The suspect, who appears to be wearing headphones in a photo released by the police, broke computers inside the school, put graffiti on the walls, and flooded sections of the building. The damages were estimated over $100,000, school officials said. It's unclear if the suspect had any connection with the school. Investigators are looking into whether he's a former student, but They've been unable to confirm that, a police spokesman told the Post early Wednesday. So,
What an ass.
yeah. Strange.
He'd have to be. Otherwise, why would you want to? I mean, you're hurting the kids.
Yeah. I mean, maybe this guy, maybe he was just a former student and was just like really hated that school.
And it was
I don't know.
raining today. So at first I was like, man, it must have been hot. But that was today. And you said, it's raining. So
Yeah.
he was just like naked in the rain. I mean, he has to be on drugs. Come on. Even if you're a former student, why would you then say, I'm going to come into the break into there naked?
Yeah.
The last person that did that had some pudding snacks, right?
Yep. Yeah, it was was it cake frosting? And
Oh,
poo.
yeah.
Yeah,
Poo and cake
and
frosting.
Wow.
But to flood the school, that's messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I don't condone any type of vandalism, but it's not even like he spray painted or even, I mean, broken windows is a bad thing, but flooding the school? Come on.
Yeah. I did some screwed up stuff when I was a kid in school. Like me and one of my friends, we went in the bathroom one time. It was during school. It wasn't
Well, I did a lot of screwed up stuff in school.
Yeah, well, so did I. But yeah, a few of the things I remember going in the bathroom with me and my friend. His name was David. And we thought, hey, there's a bunch of toilet paper in here. And if we wet it, then we can take wads of it and throw it and stick it on the ceiling. And we were just going to town, just like hucking wads of wet, soggy toilet paper on the ceiling until I looked up and I saw the principal just standing in the doorway. Didn't say a word. Don't know how long he'd been watching us. He was just standing there and he's like, "You boys about done? When you get finished, follow me down to the office." Yeah, we were cold, red-handed, busted, hand in the cookie jar busted.
With your pants down. Caught with your pants down.
Yeah. He was just standing there. I didn't say a word. He could have been there for 15 minutes. I don't know. He was just standing there, just watching us, taking it all in, going, I'm fixing to beat these guys' asses. And that's back in the day when you could get your ass beat in school. And believe me, he tore both our asses up.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You actually got hit by your principal?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I used to get paddlings in school all the time. I remember one day I went in, I got in trouble for something. And there's like 4 of us, and we all got in trouble. And we were outside waiting our turn to go in and have our asses beat.
Oh, my God.
That never happened in your school?
No.
No, I live in Florida. It's rednecks, guns, and crazy people.
Well, I'm a 95 graduate.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe I just missed the paddlings.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like 81 graduates. Yeah. I was standing outside the principal's office, and my friend was in there getting his paddling, and I thought, I got this. There were some magazines out there in the little lounge area. Took a couple and stuck them down the back of my pants. I'm like, yeah, I got this. Went in, got my ass beat, and then the principal says, okay, now we're going to do it without the magazines in your pants. I got my ass beat again. And then I got home and I got my ass beat again. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Debbie got her ass paddled multiple times, see?
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Ron, too, you got paddlings?
Yep. Yeah, Rose got her knuckles whacked. That was what, like, all the
Yeah, my mom would talk about nuns or like at school, like, the knuckles.
Yeah.
Or what was it, like Sunday school or something? Like my mom said they would smack.
Yep. All my friends that went to the Catholic school here, that's what they would get, was they would get their knuckles smacked with a ruler.
Yeah.
My coach would, I so wanted to beat his ass. Yeah, he would make us do laps. You know, we'd be out during PE and we'd do laps, and he would have somebody drive his car on the track field, which you couldn't even get away with that nowadays. But he would sit on the hood, and he had this Volkswagen Beetle Bug or whatever, and it had like a Rolls Royce front end, and he would sit right on the front end of the car, and whoever was running last, which my little fat ass was usually in the back of the line, he would come up behind you in that damn car, and he would swing and hit you with his whistle strap right across the back of the legs. Oh yeah, I mean, it would leave welts on you, so you never wanted to be last. So my little fat ass was always like Fatty McGee running, not wanting to get hit with a whistle strap. And man, he caught me one day, and I was just like, that's it.
He treated you like horses.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised he didn't have a horse whip.
What'd you do? You grab it back and wrap it around his head?
No, I wanted to, but he was a tough old codger. He would have probably like filleted me and cooked me over a campfire. So
with my defiant little ass, I think even if I was used to it, I don't think I would. I don't know how I would have reacted to that.
Yeah, it was no fun. It was no fun at all. Yeah, I remember in wood school, in like wood shop or whatever the hell it was called. There would be like the coach would come in, or one of the PE coaches, he would come in there, and they would like have students make paddles for him.
No. Yeah. Like on Dazed and Confused. Only.
Yeah. Yep.
That's like prison.
Yeah.
The worst I had was tape thrown at me. Well, like my shop teacher, he would throw rolls of tape, but that's because I was talking or sleeping. And then I had a teacher, Mr. Iqbal, our history teacher, who would call all of us stupid Americans. He stood up one day and screamed at me because I pushed it. I pushed it.
Yeah.
You stupid American. He starts screaming at me, took a roll of duct tape and lopped it, hit me square in the face. But I kind of deserved it.
Yeah. I mean, everything I did, I fully deserved it, other than being last in the damn
that's messed up.
You know? But it did push me to not want to be last. But yeah, everything I did, I deserved to have my ass beat. I didn't turn out bad, you know. I think nowadays, you can't do anything to kids. And I see the way some kids talk to teachers and stuff. And I couldn't be a teacher because I just snatch them up by their damn neck and slam them against the wall. I just don't have patience for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime I got, it was definitely earned. I didn't, just.
Yeah, I definitely.
Someone has a bad day or, whatever. I mean, I always definitely deserved anything that I got.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I did stuff, and I deserved what I got, some harsh punishment for sure. But, like I said, I didn't turn out to be a psycho or need to be, I didn't need a safe place to go,
No. Didn't knock the sass out of me. I mean, I just ended up growing up and realizing not to be such a bitch.
Yeah. I mean, same with me. I realized, hey, there's consequences to my stupid actions.
Yeah, and I'm 18 now.
Yeah. Yeah, now I get my ass beat and I'll go to jail.
Yeah, try it as an adult now.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, time to
shape up.
Straighten up, fly straight.
Yeah.
But yeah, kids nowadays, just like.
You can't even look at them cross-eyed.
No. Mm-mm. I remember I was in biology class, and I hated that class. And our teacher, he was an asshole. There's no other nice way to say it. And he was just old and grumpy, and And we had this one kid in our class, his name was Mike, and he was like the class clown. I mean, no matter what was happening, this kid would make everybody in the whole class start just bust out laughing. And some of the stuff he did was just like, oh my God, they are gonna kill him. They're gonna kill him. He's gonna push him and they're gonna kill him. And one day he did something, he said something, and our biology teacher like stood up and like slammed his hand down on the desk and was telling him to shut up. And he sat back down, and that's when we had, textbooks that were like, almost 3 inches thick. And this kid, Mike, picks up his textbook and threw it at the teacher, hit him in the head, almost knocked him out of his chair. And I was just like, oh, hell no, it's on now. This dude is his mind. And sure enough, man, he came up he like got himself together, knocked the stars out of his head, came up off that.
Ring his bell.
Yeah, it did fully. I mean, it connected. He came flying across the room, just like grabbed him by his throat and just slammed him up against the wall. And I'm like, this is it. This is the day they're going to kill Mike. He's dead. We're fixing to see a murder. Yeah, he tore that guy's ass up. And the whole time he's yelling at him, he's right in his face. And just like typical Mike, he was just like, wasn't freaking out or anything. He was like, what do you got to say for yourself? And he's like, I say you need a breath mint because your breath stinks. Which the whole class started laughing again. That was Mike, the class clown. But yeah, he got in big trouble for that.
I bet.
I didn't see him in school for the next 3 days. But it was funny as long as you're watching it and not involved in it.
Exactly. A third party.
Yeah. I did one Florida man, Wolfie. It's about the guy in a Florida school that spent, 18 hours? Pretty much, almost damn near 24 hours vandalizing a school here. Strange. And what else do we have? This isn't Florida, but I don't know if any of y'all saw this. I got to give these guys, it's like a mixed emotion. Stupid or thinking outside of the box. I don't know. A pair of shoplifters stood out from the masked throng when they robbed a Virginia convenience store while wearing hollowed out watermelons with eye holes. Police in Louisa, 40 miles northwest of Richmond, released images from a security video recorded the night of May 6th at Sheets store. And Sheets? I got to take the sheets down at the store. And asked for public assistance in apprehending the shoplifters. The two had arrived in a lifted black Toyota Tacoma and walked into the store wearing the melon head masks. Police said Saturday that an arrest had been made. Justin Rogers, 20, faces charges of misdemeanor larceny of alcohol, misdemeanor possession of alcohol by an underage person, and felony prohibition of wearing a face covering in public. Well,
Okay.
Isn't everybody doing that nowadays?
And that was during quarantine time when,
This is just like the first week of this month. There is no word of a second person arrested yet. Virginia has a law prohibiting anyone older than 16 from wearing any mask, hood, or other device whereby a substantial portion of the face is hidden. Well, that theory's all blown out of the water these days. But
well, yeah, that's how most things are. And the first thing I think about, because I've got my paranoid head, when all this happened is great. Now we all got to walk around covering our damn faces. It's just because every excuse to be able to walk around with a freaky ass clown face on or something and like do serious things, and you can't identify them.
Yeah.
And they want you covered your eyes, this and that. So this is what happens. There's consequences.
Yep. this is what we have. We
I mean,
have,
they could have done a lot of other things. The hollowed out watermelon, seriously.
I give them points for creativity.
He almost looks like aliens right there.
Yeah, especially this guy back here. So did they eat the watermelon?
I was just wondering that inside, like, were they like eating the watermelon while they're in there? Because it's like, that's going to get juicy.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Huh. Yeah, I saw Ulrich's comment here somewhere. God, I got lost. I start reading an article and I can't keep up with posts and everything. Said something about we need smaller schools. Yeah. The last time I went to a graduation here, which was several years back, I know it's probably doubled by now, but there was like almost 2,700 kids graduating that whatever end of the school year. There was like over 2,700 seniors graduating, and I'm just like, holy crap, man. When I was in school, there was like a couple hundred of us, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe at a few hundred, couple hundred, few hundred.
Yeah. Exactly. The melon men are coming. Yeah, the schools here, they're
Millennium.
the schools here just have, I don't know how many thousands of kids at them now. It's crazy. Yeah, you definitely have a sticky head after having a watermelon rind on your head. But I do give them, points for creativity. They're like, maybe that's why they were robbing the store. They didn't even have enough money to buy a mask. I don't know. Still not right what they did, but millennials, exactly. Yeah. Candy's graduating class had 50 kids. Yeah, it was like, I don't even think there was a couple hundred when I graduated. It was probably more like 100, maybe 80 or something. I don't know. I go back and look in my yearbooks from when I was a senior, and I'm like, wow, God, that was a long time ago. So one other thing that I have, this is a video.
I messed up my stuff for a second.
That eventually I'll get up here. Here we go.
Melonheads. Isn't that a band?
What's that?
Melonheads.
I think so.
Or no, Blind Melon.
Blind Melon.
Maybe Melonheads.
So this is a video, like I was saying earlier in the show, talking about I've been getting back into flying drones and stuff, and trying to have a deal on a new drone coming up. I've got an old one that I just got flying again, but I've been checking out all this drone footage, and I'm thinking, anything that I get into, I'm always thinking, how can I work this in with like paranormal stuff? So I'm thinking, I don't know, I haven't seen too much like paranormal drone footage. I've seen weird stuff, and I've been looking up all kinds of weird stuff, and I've found tons of weird stuff. But this video has a few drone footage things in it. You may have seen one or two of them, or may have seen all of them, or may have seen none of them. But here we go. So yeah, as I've been getting more and more into drone flying again, I've been looking at some drone footage, and this one is kind of interesting. Not paranormal, but definitely a little on the weird side. It's a giant wind turbine, and if I'm not mistaken, I want to say this is up around New England. Anyway, big wind turbine, and these things are pretty intriguing themselves for me. But wait a minute, somebody just sit up on top of this wind turbine? Gonna go in for a little bit closer look here, and yeah, sure enough, there is an adult man on top of this big wind turbine, just getting a little bit of vitamin D, just laying out in the sun. And you can see the door on top of the wind turbine. Apparently, he got in it and climbed up, and was just laying out, relaxing, getting some sun until this pesky drone comes along, and then he's like, "What the hell, man?" So I don't know, you know, is this a drone flyer and like invading his privacy, or you know, guys out in the middle of it's technically public airspace, and here's this guy laying on top of a windmill. If I was flying the drone, I would have probably gone in for a look too, just because that's not something you normally see. One
Is
false
he
move,
holding a selfie stick?
off while you're laying there in the sun. One false move, roll over, and it's a quick way down. Landing probably wouldn't be as graceful as a drone landing, though.
If-
So
If
yeah,
I was
know,
up there, I would
strange,
definitely take some pictures.
intriguing, a little weird, kind of cool. I don't know if I'd do it or not, though. So this next one, you may have seen this one. It's been on the internet for a while. Out in a remote area, nothing. You can see no houses, no nothing for miles here. And these people saw something with the drone. They flew. Wait, what? Was that a person? What? Let's back it up and come down, take a closer look, and you see it kind of right there. It appears to be something white standing in the edge of the woods, watching this drone. They zoom in a little bit, and it's sort of a creepy, long, dark-haired girl or woman moving around. It's not a cardboard cutout. It's a person or something. Strange.
And if you go back to that footage at the beginning, there's like, it shows the woods, it shows everything, forest, whatever, swamp, whatever it is. There's like no houses. There's like for miles. So where and how did that person get out to the edge of the forest? And who knows? Was it a person? The article that I read was talking about black-eyed kids. So who knows?
That video talked about black-eyed girl. This one kind of explains itself under the with the captions here. Again, drone footage. See a guy running down the side of the road, and appears to just vanish. The one cool thing about drones, well, there's a lot of cool things about drones if you're into them. Some people hate them, some people like them. The footage from a drone, especially the newer ones nowadays, are, you know, it'll take whatever 48 megapixel images, up to 4K, even up to 8K video. So the one cool thing is, you know, if you do capture something, either in photograph or video, it's usually going to be clear, not your typical, I caught this weird thing on film and it's all grainy and crappy looking. The technology nowadays, cell phones, drones, video cameras, the technology in it is all coming up pretty awesome, and it's just going to get better. So is this real? I don't know. Is this teleportation? Is this time travel? I don't know. I question it myself, but it is pretty weird. If that is actual unedited footage, that's pretty freaking weird. Here's another one. This is on not drone, but CCTV camera. And again, somebody just appears to take off running and whoosh, disappears. Again, if this is unedited CCTV footage, it's pretty spectacular. If it's edited, it's just more typical crap that you can find on the internet. So, which one is it? What do you guys think? My question is,
Why is there a CCTV camera just appears to be like pointing out in the yard of or whatever in this field? So that's one of the questions I have. But according to what I was reading about this article, they said it was unedited, it wasn't fake, but the jury's out on that. Was it supposedly time travel caught on tape, or was it just clever editing? Here's another one that's pretty strange. See a couple people hanging out over there by the trash cans. And then you see this guy who just appears to walk through a closed door without opening it. And there's something peculiar in this video. If you look up at the date, it does flicker from 2016 to 2019, both going out the door and back in it. The date switches from 2016 to 2019, just for a split second. So is it some clever editing? Or is it something else? I don't have a clue. Just strange. Is it just editing tricks? Or is there something else going on here? Now this one's pretty trippy. This one has a guy riding his mountain bike, kind of on this little trail, sidewalk type of thing. He's going to come up, make a left-hand turn here, and go down. He's doing a few little jumps and stuff. He's going to turn right here. And once he gets in this little area coming up, just up ahead, something strange is going to happen. Right about there. Did you see that? He's like, what? He stops. Yeah, if you blinked, you missed it. But I chopped it up here, and I have a little slowed down version. This is what appeared to jump out in front of him. This gray, really weird looking creature. Here it is again. At first I thought, oh, it's a monkey. But no, I don't think so. It looks more like a gray alien or something. And you can see when it hit the ground, I thought maybe it's just a doll or something. And, but it looks like when it hit the ground, it's like pushing up on its front arms. So I don't know. Strange. You tell me. I wouldn't want to hang out. I would probably keep pedaling my ass faster down the trail. Yeah, the last one was the freakiest one to me. Even if it was a monkey, that's the first thing I thought was it's a monkey, but it doesn't, like when you stop the frame on it, it doesn't really look like a monkey.
Yeah.
But even if it was a monkey, monkeys freak me out. So
Raw monkeys are your friend.
I know, but they freak me out, man.
They shouldn't.
I told you I used to have
Jason and the snakes, you and the monkeys.
Yeah. I used to have a reoccurring dream about a freaking gorilla that would chase me around in a house.
Oh, yeah.
And it used to that was like my worst nightmare ever.
Where did that come from? Scooby-Doo. I bet you got traumatized from a Scooby-Doo. Where else would you have seen like a monkey, a gorilla running around?
Like when on Paranormal Soup, when we had Terry Lovelace on the show, and he was talking about all the weird monkey-faced aliens or whatever that were in his room.
Oh no!
Oh, hell no! That would
like
be
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, if I woke up in the middle of the night and I had a bunch of monkeys in my room, I'd just totally lose it. I would just totally lose it. I'd shit all over myself and lose it.
Debbie says,
yeah, I would just. It's like that video that was on Paranormal Soup about all the freaking monkeys. There's like how many thousand monkeys were trying to get that one banana,
Oh, that
was.
was crazy.
Yeah, that one freaked me out too. Monkeys, man, that's I don't know. A lot
That
of people
was
are afraid of
mean to throw
clowns.
one banana.
People that are afraid of clowns. I don't have a problem with clowns, but monkeys just freak me out.
I hate clowns only because I hate when like you just it's not even exactly. I don't like people walking around and I don't know what the hell is under their stuff. Like I'm cool with you once I know what's under the makeup, but I don't like that mystery of
Yeah,
just some person, you know. And I've got a lot of cosplayer friends, but you know, I know what's under that makeup.
yeah. Yeah, I had one other video I was going to throw in that, and I didn't have time to throw it in there today. But it was another drone footage of a guy flying around. It was like a young kid, well, you know, teenager, whatever, flying his drone, and he's out in this field, sitting, kind of had his little landing pad and all his gear set up, and he's kind of sitting leaned back against this big hay bale. And he was going to fly over and get some footage of the cornfields and stuff. And he's flying over the cornfields, and way the hell out in the middle of the cornfield, there's a guy standing there with like a jack-o'-lantern, like clown kind of mask on. And he looks up and sees the drone, and he's just staring at it, just standing there staring at it. And at first I thought, well, it's a scarecrow or something. And then the guy starts running. And he ran all the way out of the cornfield with the drone kind of chasing behind him, and he runs into the woods, and that's the last you see of him. And then you see the guy land his drone. He's like packing his stuff up and leaving. He's like out of there.
I think I take it back. No, I really do hate creepy ass clowns.
Do you?
Yeah, I really hate a creepy ass looking clown just standing there with like a creepy ass look on its face, just standing there. I don't like it.
Yeah, remember when all the people were dressed up
yes,
like clowns, you know, and like freaking people out.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Cool. I want to check it out, Debbie. Yeah, clowns have never like really like creeped me out, but I get it. My nephew, I don't know, he's 34 tomorrow. I think he's 34, 30 something. He's like, nah, hell no, no clowns. No, he didn't like clowns when he's a kid, and he doesn't like clowns when he's an adult.
I didn't like clowns as a kid at all. I thought they were just creepy and disgusting then.
Yeah, I remember being at a party one time. I was probably 6 years old or something, and I went to my friend's birthday party, and they, you know, had like a magic show and all kinds of stuff. And then these clowns came out, and there were like 3 kids that they're probably just traumatized for life, because these clowns came out, and they were kind of, you know, like back in the 70s, and they were kind of creepy looking clowns now that I think about it. But yeah, there was like 3 kids in particular that were just like in tears, just like shitting themselves. And I think then it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, God, those people were probably scarred for life.
They're probably the same kids that cry at Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I always look at those like vintage pictures of the Easter Bunny.
Oh my gosh, that was wicked. Acid trip. Like, what did you do to the kids and tell them that they're coming in your house at night when you're asleep?
Yeah.
Leaving you stuff you shouldn't eat.
Exactly, Jennifer. John Wayne Gacy, he like did for clowns for sure.
My friend from high school has some of his artwork.
Yeah, there used to be a museum here, Wolf's Museum of Mystery. They have since moved, but yeah, they had a bunch of his artwork hanging in there, and Dr. Kevorkian's artwork, and a bunch of stuff from Hitler.
She has a BTK killer letter too.
Ah, yeah.
Or the Zodiac, one of them. She has a letter from a serial killer.
Yeah. And then you got Pennywise, you know, from It. I'm sure he traumatized a bunch of people.
Hey, the clown posse's cool though. Ron's comment. I would just look at the clown, like at the birthday parties. It's like, I thought it was stupid. Like, Like I mean, as a kid, I wasn't impressed by like kid type stuff like that. It just wasn't. And these dudes come out, I'm looking at them and like see them sweat under the make. It's like you're just a bunch of dumb people wearing freaking bad makeup.
Yeah.
And I would just like look at that makeup.
Yeah, there were a few times, like we used to have this little carnival that would always come, it was like a traveling carnival. And it would always come through town like once a year or so and set up, and it would be here for like a week. And I remember like when I was a little kid, it was like a lot of fun. And then like later when I was a teenager, I'd still go to the carnival. It was still fun, but I like had gotten older, and I'm like looking around, and I'm like looking at all these guys that are running these rides that are all like, the rides themselves are like breaking down and greasy and held together with like baling wire and duct tape, and they're dressed up like clowns or something. And like, you can just tell they were like drunk. Just
meth heads.
Yeah. You could just tell that they weren't like on top of their game. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of creepy. And then one night, has anybody been to south of the border, which is like the big place right on the South Carolina border? It's just big. It's like
I've been south of the border to Mexico.
Yeah. Now this place, if you're traveling down I-95, you'll start seeing signs for south of the border, Pedro's Fireworks, this and that. And it's like this, it's almost like a town of, it's like truck stops and restaurants and seedy ass little hotels and Waffle Houses from like the 40s. And and it's just funky, but it's like one of those roadside attractions that it just draws you in like a moth to the light. And I went there. I was coming back from Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. It was like 2 a.m. We pulled in the south of the border, get some gas, get something to eat. And we hung out for a while. And I remember going outside, and there was like this little group of people around a campfire that was in this little courtyardy looking place of a hotel. And it was like, I felt like I was on some serious drugs, but I wasn't. But it was like something right out of a David Lynch movie. I mean, it was just bizarre. There was like this big, like I can't state big enough, woman, huge woman sitting there. And there was this like insanely tall guy sitting next to her. Dude had to be like 7 feet tall.
Like for real?
For real, yeah. Yeah, for real. And then I look over, and this dude comes running up like a midget that was like no more than 3 feet tall. And he's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" Blah, blah. And I'm just like, what the hell is happening right now? Yeah, it was
That
like,
sounds like an acid trip from hell.
yeah, it was bizarre. And one person had a clown, like not makeup, but just like one of those plastic face, like
Oh,
no emotion kind of face mask.
yeah.
And I was just like, wow. Yeah, like a purge mask. And they're all just sitting around a campfire, like toasting some hot dogs and marshmallows and just talking about crazy stuff. And I'm like, wow, I got to get out of here. This is weird. This is really weird. But at the same time, it was kind of interesting.
I bet. So we have a new app to try out tonight, don't we?
Yeah, we do. And I really don't know much about it.
We literally just downloaded it.
Just downloaded it.
It's, I don't know how to pronounce it. Scientia ITC.
Yep.
SCIENTIA from Devil's Hour Productions, Matt Benton and Matt Payne.
Yeah, just literally just downloaded it right before the show. So I don't know if you guys can see it on my funky little tablet here.
So this, oh, I just lost all of our chat. So this is a complete new,
There we go.
a real test run here.
So let me get it plugged in.
Let's see if I can still get it on my tablet.
I was telling Jamie, I don't hardly ever use my Android. I can't even think of the name of it. I don't use my Android device very often. It was so bad when I was trying to download it. I was like, shit, how do I turn this thing on? I forgot where the button was. We're going to run it for a few minutes. And like I say, I don't even know. I've never used it. I would turn what? We listened to it for what, like 15 seconds right before the show?
Yeah, I was just looking at the screenshot again. So there's like a enlightenment or darkness, white noise, single file date. I don't know what that means. 300 seconds remaining. I think their apps normally, like if you can set the sweep rate, isn't it usually around 300 something?
I think so.
Sweet spot. I haven't used one of them in so long.
I'm going to run it at whatever, 15 kilohertz right now. And you hit that, and it's pretty creepy looking. And it has music, background music. Unfortunately, Google Play Services has stopped. I don't know why it keeps telling me that. But the enlightenment sound, there's an enlightenment and a darkness. So you can have it, if you want to run that, background music, you can do it either way.
Do you have to load the banks on this one?
I don't think so. And that's the problem with doing this stuff at the last minute. I don't know. There we go. And this is the sound coming right out of the app.
I'm going to have to put a new password in on mine. I can't even get into the Play Store.
Yeah, my Play Store is acting stupid tonight. So this is a sound coming right out of the app. There's no other filters or reverb or anything coming out of it. This is right out of this is how it sounds.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mag, this is a new one called the Scientia ITC. I probably didn't say that right.
Sounded better than what I said. So are these just sounds?
Yeah, it's a single file. So again.
And I was gonna look like yesterday, and I didn't, to see if I'm sure there is one, like a demo by Matt or somebody kind of showing a quick tutorial walkthrough.
Yeah, this is just like I say, right? We downloaded it right before the show, and this is the most I've run it. So just to give everybody a little, you can find it on the Google Play Store. It's free, so no reason not to get it unless you don't have a
Need
Android.
space.
Yeah, or space.
There was something I was just hearing, like down 3 layers, like in between. Hello, hello.
It's called the Scientia, Scientia ITC, and it's on Paranormal Shadow Investigations, Matt Payne's site on Google Play Store. Is there anybody here that wants to talk to us through this ghost box? We something you. We hear you. I don't know what that said.
We don't know like the normal behaviors yet.
Yeah, this like again, this is literally a download. This is the first time it's run. So I don't really know the ins and outs, the controls or anything. But it is playing and I have heard some responses. Spirits want to help us out with communication through this app. It's weird because I'm hearing obviously like the little girl's voice, but behind that is like sounds like a male voice.
Woman. Yeah, and a woman like singing.
Yeah.
There's a couple male. Did you hear that? Hi.
Yeah. Hi, creepy clown. Hi.
Hi.
Grapes? Did it say grapes?
I think so. Are you eating grapes?
No, but I made waffles this afternoon and I put grapes in them. I know that's weird enough on its own.
You put grapes in your waffles?
Yeah, you know how you make like blueberry waffles and this and that? Well,
Yeah.
I put grapes in mine. Hey, weird. Tasted good though.
That's all that matters.
I was gonna put raisins in it, but I figured. Yeah.
I'd rather have grapes.
Yeah.
I thought I heard Jennifer's name.
Who's trying to talk to us right now? Did it just say your mama? Yeah, Brandon, waffles with grapes. You heard that right. So I guess it counts down from 300 and then it stops.
Yeah, I was wondering why. So for people like short sessions, it's like a timer?
I'm assuming.
It just started over at 300 again. So yeah, it counts down and then stops. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get in a session and it just keeps going and going and going and going. So who are we talking to? Can you tell us your name?
It sounded like the child voice was like, just me.
Yeah. Who is just you? What is your name?
I keep thinking I hear like the deep end. Yeah, that's how I heard it too, Ron. There was something different in there. And I keep thinking like I hear turnaround, so I'm wondering if there's like sound like clips, like actual like sound bites in here. Like say on the deep end or whatever again.
Yeah. This app is called the Scientia, Scientia ITC. It's on the Google Play Store under Matt Payne's Paranormal Shadow Investigation. And it's a free one.
Oh, that was weird, almost like one was answering the other. Because I thought I heard that piece too. So I wonder if it's like pieces of audio that can be manipulated.
I keep hearing something about hide and seek or something.
Yeah.
It's the other voice in the background I'm trying to understand.
See that little laugh like keeps happening. Like that. But there's another voice. There's two other little voices that's not these. Hi. Again. Haunted. Get out.
Is this place haunted? Did you say, hey, Rob?
I think it did. Hey, Rob. Guess so.
I'm listening to you.
That's got to be creepy just because of your kid thing.
Yeah, it is. Especially when it was saying daddy or papa earlier. See what I'm talking about? Am I somebody's papa?
Oh.
Here's something, Dad.
See the turnaround. Who's your daddy?
Whose dad are you talking about? I'm afraid.
On the deep end again. If our normal guides are here with us today, our regulars, can you use this to communicate with us? Maybe say something that you say. See, there's a where it almost sounds like a woman coming in to sing once in a while. To have like that ghostly lady type of haunting.
All right, later on, Zach.
Good night, Zach.
Can the spirits tell Zach good night? Yeah, really. Say good night, Zach. No.
Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3. Good night, Zach. I bought this ring when I was in Florida a long time ago
Oh,
that I wear every day. A pure silver band I got at a silver store at the mall.
cool.
Hi.
Who's talking to us? Where are you at?
ET. Jennifer asked about ETs. That almost sounded like the Hey Rob again.
Yeah.
But it came at like a really weird time when it was said to you.
All right. So yeah, apparently it counts down from 300. So I guess what is that? I don't know if
A
that's
minute.
minutes or yeah.
I mean, not a minute, but wait, that's math.
Yeah, there it is. The Scientia. It says it right at the beginning when you open the app up. So, but yeah, again, it's Scientia ITC app on Matt Payne's Paranormal Shadow Investigations on the Google Play Store. Free, so you know, no reason why not to try it, right? If you have an Android device, if you just have Apple, well, you're screwed. That's why I have both.
Me too. I actually mostly use my Samsung just for ITC apps. And then I have, like, on my phone and my iPad is, keep the Apple ones, Keith's.
Yeah.
But I've got his on my Android too. So basically, this is my all-in-one ghost boxy there.
There you go.
I have that little Windows, that Windows tablet. I can't remember. It's like a cheap brand.
Yeah.
Starts with an A that Anthony, had been recommending a while back.
Asus or something?
No.
Nope. Yeah, the one I have here is something when I used to be on AT&T many moons ago, they offered us this device for like 99 cents. Something crazy. So I've had it ever since, and it works okay. It's no top of the line Android tablet, but it runs ghost stuff, so that's cool.
Huh. I can't remember the name. I was loading all I got the wrong bits, though, was the problem. Like, I got like a 16-bit, an EV64, 30, whatever the hell. I wasn't told which bits I was supposed to get when I got it, so I can't play a lot of the Ghost Hunter app software on it. When I went to Windows 10, things got weird, and a couple of apps won't run on it. But that Windows tab was meant to be all the Ghost Hunter app software, like, on that. So then I'd have like this, then I'd have that,
Yep.
And then my portal, and just have everything like contained that way.
Yeah. I've got this device for all the Android stuff, and got my iPhones for, all the stuff that comes out for iOS. And then I have my laptop down here that's charging for all the Windows-based stuff. And I got that laptop, bought it specifically just for that reason. I try not to load anything else on it, but then again, it's still Windows and it's still slow.
I seen in the collective, because I haven't been as active in the collective the past year or so, but I'm still admin in it and go through posts and check them out. I don't watch as many videos as I wish I could, but I seen somebody was coming out with a new software. It looked like it was Windows software though.
Yeah, that's the Extreme Senses.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. I think his name's Martin. I'm not 100% sure because I'm having a brain fart. But if Aaron's in here, he mentioned it last week or so. And that's what I have my laptop down here. I was hoping to get it on here for tonight, but it's probably not going to happen. But yeah, that one, I think it's like $16.99. You have to buy it. But I like his apps, his stuff that he has. I have several of them. And I've got some good results. I've got some videos. I was running what was that one called? God, I'm like hole in the brain tonight. I can't remember
The
name.
Phasma box.
Yeah.
But there was the other one that you were talking about too that I can't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember the name. I have a video though, and it's down there sort of close to where Debbie lives. Not quite. It's the sugar plantation video that's on my website under the Weird Wednesday stuff. Got some really, really interesting replies running that app down there. Some like direct to the point replies for the little session that we did down there. And it was pretty cool. So
I liked Banshee Box like that. That app, I was using it for a while. It was like a walkie-talkie. It was almost like really a phone. Like I'd get a sign that something wanted to talk to me. I would go just turn it on, not even plug a speaker, nothing in. Just be like, "What's up?" It'd say what I didn't record it, but it would say what was up, and it was almost like talking back and forth on a walkie-talkie. Like Jeff heard it from the other room. And he's like, "Oh my God, you were just having a full-on conversation." It was replying. I'm like, "I know."
yeah.
And then something happened. I stopped, doing so much stuff, and things started getting dusty when I was on my spiritual journey and kind of put down the ITC for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely got to come down there to the Sugar Mill Ruins with Debbie. Especially now that she got the hand up on me. She came all the way up here to see me. So now she's got the thumb on me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely want to come down that way. The Sugar Mill Plantation Ruins are pretty awesome place to be. So we're going to take a quick little commercial break here, and we will be back.
How'd you read my mind? You knew how to go,
Uh-huh.
huh? See me start twiddling my thumbs.
We will be back in just a minute.
This is Jason Bland, host of Midwest Paranormal Presents Paranormal Soup, where we stream live as a webcast every Sunday night, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern, with guests who will blow your mind. Live ghost box sessions where you can call into the show to see if the spirits will talk to you, and the world wide web of weird with the latest in paranormal news and evidence. We're bringing the weird every Sunday night, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow and subscribe.
Do you like rock and roll? Do you enjoy a good story? Wish You Were Here, A Rock Fantasy is a book inspired by Badfinger. It will not only entertain you, but intrigue you. What's it about? While Thomas is searching for his bandmate and friend in heaven,
he meets an old friend and famous new ones in his afterlife voyage. Reader's favorite hails Wish You Were Here, a rock fantasy, as a whimsical, speculative novel by author Joyce Isaacson. Midwest Book Reviews said, Wish You Were Here, a rock fantasy, is a book inspired by Badfinger. It's a quirky story by Joyce S. Isaacson. It is a unique, original, and deftly crafted metaphysical novel that showcases the author's genuine flair for character and narrative-driven entertainment that is simply riveting from first page to last. Now available on pennantpublication.com. Also available on Amazon in paperback and hardcover. Also on Kindle Unlimited. So check it out now. Wish You Were Here, a rock fantasy.
The night is alive. Join us and take a walk on the weird side when you tune in to the Kingdom of Nye, hosted by Heather Wade, the finest in late night talk. Listen live free weeknights starting at 9 p.m. Pacific time at thekingdomofnye.com, talkstreamlive.com, and the Paranormal Radio app. Wanna take a ride?
And we're back. Yeah, Martin does have some cool apps, Aaron. I like his stuff. And they usually run pretty smooth without any bumps and hiccups, which
That's always a plus.
yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. So we got what? Just under half hour left. What's everybody want to do? Run some more Ghost Box stuff or do some cards or? I'll have that other app downloaded and run it next week for the show too. And hopefully I'll
You'll what?
I'll get that other app from Extreme Senses downloaded and run that for next week's show too.
Oh, coolio.
And hopefully we'll know a little bit more about the one we ran tonight. Like I say, it was last minute Larry on that one. Just downloaded it.
3 minutes before live.
Yeah, literally like minutes before. So what you guys heard was the first time we heard it pretty much too. So but yeah, if you do go download it, again, from Matt Payne's Paranormal Shadow Investigations on the Google Play Store, check it out. It's free. And leave them like a little comment review or whatever.
Yeah, the reviews are important.
Yeah.
Looks like we've got some suggestions for Spiritus and Deadwave. I think Spiritus is winning.
You can run a little bit of both. I have the Deadwave open right now, actually. That nice clicking noise was good in my ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this new iPhone, the iPhone 11, and you know, Jamie knows because she has the same phone now. I had to copy her, except I got mine in red. But yeah, you got to have, you know, this little extension plug now to be able to.
Oh, you got one.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to have it, like, because a lot of times if I'm playing music or something. Oh, geez, that was noisy.
It works good though.
Yeah, it works fine.
Let me know what one you got, because I was like waiting for because Jason's like, don't get one until I tell you which one, because some are crap.
Yeah, this one seems to work good. Although for some reason, like you just heard, if I'm charging, like I'll plug it in again. And this happened on my old iPhone too, without, so it's not the plug, but if I'm charging, you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If I'm trying to charge my phone with it plugged in, I get that crazy interference noise for some reason.
unless I run it like from an extension cord to a separate outlet or something. So I don't know. It's probably just some kind of crazy feedback from having too much electrical crap in one location.
Yeah. I still want to get one also that does regular headphone jacks too, in case
Yeah.
you're not using the lightning cable.
That's what this has.
Oh,
Yeah. This
it's
one's, it's got the regular headphone and the lightning cable in it.
oh, that's even better.
Yeah. And I have another one that has, it's got a lightning cable and like a charge cable. It's like just a Y, whatever. From turns one lightning into two.
Nice.
And they were like $6 or something. They weren't expensive. But
Yeah, they seemed to be pretty well priced.
Although I went in, I was gonna get one. I had a gig like, I don't know, not this past weekend, the weekend before that. And a lot of times, like, we take a break and I'll play just music, while we're taking a break. And I usually use my phone or something. And I was like, oh shit, I got this new iPhone. I can't plug my regular jack, into my mixer because it's that 3.5, the old style headphone jack.
Yeah.
So I ran in Staples real quick and I'm like, I'll run in here and grab one. And the only one they had was made by Belkin. Or no. Yeah. No, it was the Apple one, I think. It was either Apple or Belkin. It was $60.
I was to say it had to be pricey.
Yeah. I was like, I don't need it that bad. I don't need a 3-inch little Y cable for $60, man. I'm going to draw the line there. Spend enough on the damn phone.
And I've got this little moon I'm sending you.
Oh, sweet.
I have my little Wiccan one on back right now.
Nice. I keep looking at those.
It says on the back, though, or the instructions, it says, to make me strong again, wash my bottom with water and air dry. To reposition me, slowly pull up on my base.
Okay. Weird.
Really weird. Prayer.
Okay, this is the dead wave.
Oh.
Who needs help?
Will now.
So who's trying to talk with us this evening?
What?
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
Let's see, Earth.
Are there angels here?
Deb? Do it. Deb.
Got a message for Debbie?
Pray again.
And the spirits tell me what I'm drinking right now. Did it say sipper? Kind of does have a sipper.
I know, I was thinking at the top, like, is that a sippy cup?
It's actually a circle sipper.
Looks like a
Right.
bachelorette party, something when you hold it up a certain way. When it just needs the frame a certain way. No, down in the corner more, make it like, What? No. For the guides that are here now, next week we might be talking about Brittany Murphy, a celebrity that passed away. So give you guys a little bit of time to do your thing and connect with your people. Help us get some answers to that.
Yep. It's an interesting one.
That was weird in the background. You'll help? I like to let them know ahead of time and then think about things for like a week before I do. That's my open sessions, I used to have people do it like a week in advance and then have them think about it up until the day and then meditate right before. I might do some start doing some Instagram lives because you can pull people up on your camera
Oh yeah,
and so then do card readings that way, just
that would be
here and there. And you can do that on yours too.
yeah,
We could actually get each other on there too.
yeah.
You can bring different people on. It's kind of a fun platform to play with.
Yeah.
And get different people that aren't always on like Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah, I've never done a live on Instagram. My niece does it. She's a yoga instructor, and since the whole COVID thing, she started doing live yoga classes on Instagram.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I
Only
want to take
problem,
more advantage.
yeah. Only problem she's had is, she's a hot girl in yoga pants doing yoga, so get the creepers you like.
Oh yeah, that's when you don't even look at your filtered message bin.
Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of creepers out there.
Stop. From the
Do the spirits know what Instagram is or Facebook?
back.
I said Mac.
I use a Mac. Exclusively.
That
I'm a Mac snob.
Girl the other day. She's like talking about wanting to do some editing and stuff. I'm like, oh, and she's gonna get a laptop. I'm like, you gonna get a Mac? She goes, no, I'm gonna get an Apple.
Okay. At least it wasn't an orange. I'm getting one of them fruit computers.
For computer.
Yeah, Steve Jobs out there in the spirit world. Can he say hello?
I forgot he had passed away for a split second. Very Chris a lot. Fruit day.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear that?
I keep hearing like a lady's voice like way under it when the other noise stops.
Just gonna switch it over here real quick. Maybe. I don't know what it is about the freaking spiritist, but I can never find it. And I know it's here.
I also have to go into my download out part. Like it doesn't go in its folder. It's always like where my downloads are.
I know I'm looking at it, but I don't see it.
Search it. Like, can you swipe down your finger and then type it?
Hey Siri, open Spiritus.
Or there you go.
There you go. Voila. Jeez.
Welcome to Spiritus.
That was easy enough. It was
Yeah.
information I could have used 5 minutes ago. Sure.
Go Egypt.
Hello.
I think I heard Billy. And then awesome.
Help!
No matter what app you use, you always get help.
Go eat.
Thought they were saying Rob again.
Sorry.
Sounds funny in that voice.
Getting the high in this one.
It sounds like it goes, hi, turn around.
Yeah. Is there something behind me?
Is it
It's just burn it
Bernice?
nice too.
Help doing?
What kind of magic are you talking about?
Down.
Talking.
Every time I hit a window, I'm always looking at my window in the camera.
I know, me too. It's like exactly where my eyes dart to.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're cutting through
Yep.
thong.
Thong?
Oh,
Who's wearing a
Clap,
thong?
clap and then thong.
Play the thong song?
The thong got the clap. Give you the clap.
Watch.
I like it when you're watching.
Yeah, Spirits, what do you think of Elon Musk?
Layers now. You're
Is there a chance he's going to move to St. Augustine?
Nah.
Nah.
Such a.
sure.
What do the spirits think about all the Starlink satellites that Elon Musk has been shooting into space?
When Aura.
Fact.
Two.
Can the satellites make it harder for you guys?
And the
Well,
music. No, I'm so.
Like, do satellites interfere with your ability?
Smith.
Or do they help?
Beautiful.
Problems. But
A little bit. Take a
Heard a little bit.
book. It's like the thing.
Having all those extra satellites in orbit, do they help with communication since you guys are so good at manipulating electronics?
You know, hang out this journey.
Can you use them to your advantage?
just yeah, and
Came out.
Yep.
3, 7.
Like, I always wonder if they get like an energy charge off of it. Like, I always would wonder about lightning, things like that.
Yeah.
Like, do they get an energy boost or charged up?
Once in everyone.
All right, we'll catch you in. Well,
Power now. Now say. Gosh, these are salon. Mom, just take. Yeah, don't worry.
spirits have a message for Brenna.
What?
Just take a. So,
What?
not completely.
Not completely. Maybe a little bit of a message.
What?
For you.
Six.
Told me that she told Jay energy.
What?
One and two in life. And she went. Run
Three.
Sure.
Out. No.
Yes.
What? Out there.
Just. Yep. Yeah.
Eating.
Who is Sonia Piers?
Hands. Yep.
now,
First.
Sir.
On.
Give it.
Green.
Good.
Tell it.
Looks. Oh.
Ernie like they match. Just not sure.
Is it? Right. We.
Overtime.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. So, spirits have any last messages for anybody in the chat room?
What?
Want to say good night?
No, I think.
Fond of. False.
The organizer already
All right, we're gonna turn it off in 5,
loves to summon
4, 3,
It said 1.
2, 1. Okay. Well, thought I was turning it off. Wants to keep going. Well, cool. That brings us up to 2 a.m. my time. So we're gonna cut out of here. Yeah, I didn't know if it said Wanda. I thought I heard La Fonda. A Lawanda or something like that. Who knows? Thanks everybody for hanging out. And we will see you Sunday. Hopefully everything goes good. And Jason might be swimming, but he said he's going to do a show. So,
Yo.
I'm not sure who's coming on. But yeah, should be a show.
You'll have that posted tomorrow.
Yeah. So cool. Thanks again, everybody hanging out with us for another Weird Wednesday down the tubes. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll catch y'all later.